Hey there, Ray Del Vecchio here from websiteprofitcourse.com. I have a lot of people that ask about how to find the best clients or what industry that they should work with. And my default answer is that it's going to come down to your interests and the personality type that you'd like to work with. So I really can't tell you that if I don't know anything about you. But that got me to thinking, and I wanted to give you these 3 good signs that you can look out for when you start working with other people. Great clients always put more thought into their image and their brand and how they appear to their customers. And I think the easiest example of this that I can give is their website itself. Throughout my years trying to land new clients, there's some people that they need to be sold on why they need to get a website up and running for their company. And they might not really see the point of having one, especially if you can't guarantee any new business for them. But business owners that care about their brand, they view the website as a necessity. And that doesn't mean that they're going to pick anyone to build it or that they're even getting great results from it, but they know that it's not just a nice to have. And then an offline example of image and branding would be a home service business that uses lawn signs and logo wraps on their trucks. And when I first started freelancing with web design, I would have never thought that these actually work. But I ended up working with a company in this area, and I added the question, how did you find us, to the contact form. And over the course of about a year and a half, I was pretty much surprised to find out that 30 to 50% of the people that contacted them through the website found about them through a lawn sign or a truck in the neighborhood. And I should also mention that this company has all their workers in logo t-shirts. The owner and the sales guys have polo shirts. They have pens with their logo that they give away, a full color estimate form with their logo on it. I know in the past they've ordered mugs. Ultimately, they're just serious about getting their brand out there and getting brand awareness anywhere they can and as much as possible. Another common trait that I see is that the successful business owners are going to be obsessed with improving their business. They don't work 6 hours a day and then cut it off after that. I mean, they're thinking about their business when they get up at 6 in the morning. They're thinking about their business at 8 o'clock at night. They'll email you or call you at odd times. And this doesn't necessarily mean that they expect you to answer 24 hours a day. But when you see somebody that's that passionate about something, it makes it pretty obvious why they've created a successful business. And that's the perfect type of business that you want to attach yourself to. Good clients also show more interest in how things work behind the scenes with the website or with online marketing in general. And one example that I can give you that I picked up on was when I started talking with my clients over the phone. When I got to speaking with them maybe like 4 or 5 times, they would say something like in the 5th conversation and reference something back that I said in the 1st conversation. So they were actually listening to what I was saying when I'm trying to explain this technical stuff. Frankly, this was one of my worst skills years ago. I had such a hard time breaking down the technical side of web design into just simple language. And I feel like even doing this YouTube channel, that's helped me out a lot. But good clients, they want to understand some of this stuff so that they can give you ideas. And like I said, a person would say, hey, you mentioned this a couple weeks ago. How can we test a new idea related to that? This is where good stuff happens. When you have a couple brains working on an idea instead of just you. Here's a few basic principles that I've come to believe as the norm, and that's 80% of your clients are going to be bad clients, 20% are going to be good clients. And I need to define this. When I say bad client, I don't necessarily mean they're like a client from hell, a terrible person. They could be just someone that doesn't have the income at this point to give you enough money to compensate your value. But that doesn't mean they're not going to grow into it. Now, with that said, you might have to work with 5 or 6 people, maybe even 10 people, to figure out which ones are going to be the good ones and which ones are going to be the bad ones. And then over the long term, in my experience, good clients are going to bring you 10 to 100 times more value. And this is especially true with the way that I operate my business, which is I like to get monthly clients. I want people that are paying me monthly so that I have the sustainable money coming in. I don't want to have to rely on getting 10 new projects every single month to make it a good month. And another thing that I've done is just look past the person's business and look at them in their life. Look at, and this is something interesting. Look at their house. Where do they live? What is their house like? This is an advantage of meeting in person. If you can go to their house and they have a home office or whatever, is their landscaping nice? Is their house well taken care of? Are they in shape? Or do they value their own health? Do they do fun stuff? Do they have cool hobbies and things that you like to do? I find that this is actually a great way to develop a long-term relationship, is to find people that have similar interests in you, so that even when times are bad, you can still have a good conversation with them, not feel like you're going to get chewed out. You also, in those times, you want to improve your own performance, and it's kind of like added responsibility and accountability on yourself when you develop the relationship with them. So, I think the ultimate thing is look at clients, look at them as people, and to put it really bluntly, do they have their shit together? Are they disciplined? Do you guys share the same values? And ultimately, are they the type of person that you would like to become in 10 or 15 years? And I think that's a really good indicator of picking people that you want to work with. Just a few points on managing expectations, because what I've found is that every client, whether they pay you $5 a month or $5,000 a month, they're going to expect great results. Some are going to be unrealistic about how to achieve those results. And in my experience, those are the cheap people. Those are the ones that pay you less, because they expect to get the same results as people that are paying $2,000 a month when they're paying 10 times less than that. And from your end, your ability to deliver gets easier as you make more money, because then you're willing to put in more time. You're willing to go the extra mile and maybe outsource some of the work to get even more done. And maybe you invest in your own skills to find new ways to create value, through other marketing methods or advertising. And I touched on this earlier. I like to explain to people that the best results come when we treat this as a partnership, not like a 100% outsourced situation. My worst clients, they generally think that they can give me X amount per month, never talk to me, and never provide any content for the website. They don't tell me anything about their business. You know what I mean? They give me the most basic information to get the website up and running, but they're not interested in developing a presence online or getting more reviews. They can sometimes have the unrealistic expectations, but at the same time, I'm going to say that I've had a few of these clients that I've had to downgrade their package because they were sold on getting the results. We decided to go all in early, and things didn't work out as expected. And then we had a conversation, we renegotiated, and now it's the same deal where I barely interact with these clients. They don't pay me as much, but they're still paying me every month, and I interact with them maybe once a year at this point. And this graphic really gives you a good finishing thought. And this is something I think I remember seeing this image, I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago, and it's just something that has always stuck with me when it comes to business. And that's, you can only pick two of these. You get fast, cheap, or quality. And if you go fast and cheap, you're going to get an average quality end product. If it's cheap and quality, it's going to be low priority, and it's going to take a long time to get the results. And if you want fast and quality, well, that's going to cost you. And the people that are unrealistic, they generally expect all of these. They expect fast, cheap, and quality. And that doesn't exist. At least not if you want a long-term business. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more web design business videos. And if you have experience working with clients, leave a comment below. Let me know what are the qualities that you look for, either for a bad client or a good client. And if you want to start your own web design business, maybe you have some skills and you've been thinking about freelancing or working locally, get my cheat sheet, the 15 tools to start your web design business. You can download this at websiteprofitcourse.com. I'll include a link within this video, and you can also get it from the description below. These are the tools that I use every single day for all of my clients to manage all my files and my websites. I really appreciate the time you took to watch this. So have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.